bless all of you. It's wonderful to see folks. Good morning, and let me just say happy holidays to everyone. I want to thank everyone for joining us today, the day before Christmas Eve, and it is an honor to be here today. I look forward to signing the Rent Stabilization Ordinance, and I want to thank Councilmember Soto-Martínez for joining me today, but most importantly for his leadership in the Council on this issue. I want to thank our partners that are here today with the Keep LA Housed Coalition for your advocacy, and especially for SAGE for hosting us and for your work in providing resources for those Angelenos who need it the most. That's right, that's right. And let me just say that we all know that the problem facing the nation, and most certainly facing our state and city, is affordability, and at the core of affordability is the price of housing. And I always say the most extreme example of that problem are the people who are on our streets. And so this ordinance makes it so that all Angelenos can afford their housing, and it updates parts of the city code that hasn't been updated for over 40 years. And I know that some people might not know this, but once upon a time, LA was an affordable place to live, and housing was affordable. We can be that again, and this is a step forward. So a few points about the ordinance. It removes increases for additional tenants, so families don't have to fear eviction when welcoming a baby or caring for an aging parent. Rents can't be raised more than 4%. And it also, I know that the council, and I look forward to the councilman's continued leadership in looking for ways to assist mom and pop, smaller landlords who have properties of 10 units or less, so that we can help them with their deferred maintenance and make sure that on the city side that we streamline processes and hopefully identify resources. So I know this holiday season and this year has been so difficult for so many Angelenos, financially and emotionally. We know that families have loved ones who are missing, and so many are struggling to pay their rent, which might be increasing in the new year. So this ordinance is meant to protect you so that you don't have to choose between paying rent or buying groceries or feeling the unnecessary stress when celebrating a new addition to your family. So as we wrap up this year, I think it's a great way to participate in the signing of the Rent Stabilization Ordinance and view it as a significant step forward, making LA affordable. So with that, let me introduce Councilmember Hugo Soto-Martínez, and once again, just thank you, not just for your leadership on this issue, but so many issues in our city.
Thank you so much, Mayor Bass, for all your leadership and for giving a vision for the city that I think we can all get behind. And I want to thank also the tenants, the organizers, the activists for joining us today. And it's a really joyful day. These are the days that are very few and in between, but when we have them, we have to rejoice in them and just celebrate and celebrate with our community. So muchas gracias a la alcaldesa Bass por todo su liderazgo en este tema, levantando la clase de trabajadoras de la ciudad de Los Ángeles. Es bueno tener una persona que trabaja igual de duro al lado con el concejal para mejorar la vida de muchas personas. Y quiero darle gracias a todos los inquilinos, los organizadores, los activistas, a SAGE, LA Forward, DSA-LA, por estar aquí hoy. Es un día histórico para los inquilinos aquí en la ciudad de Los Ángeles. Sabemos que días como estos a veces no hay muchos, pero cuando vienen tenemos que celebrar, tenemos que gozar, porque esta vez sí ganamos algo para la gente de la ciudad de Los Ángeles. You know, when we have an issue of homelessness as big as we have now, we have to peel back the curtain a little bit and understand why are people becoming homeless. And their number one issue, the studies have shown it, is because people cannot afford rent in the city of LA. And when we had something that had not been updated for 40 years, 40 years. I was 2 years old when this law was updated. You know something had to be done, especially in high inflation years. Just last year, we had the possibility of rent going up by 7%. 7%. This is unacceptable. And so we had to look at this formula. And what we found that having a 3% minimum, even when inflation is 0 or 1%, is unacceptable. Rents going up to 10%, that was the maximum allowed under the previous formula. That was also unacceptable. And so I want to give thanks to all the different organizers and council members and the mayor for putting their weight behind this, because we have made, well, after today, we will have made a very significant impact on the working people of Los Angeles, the most vulnerable people in Los Angeles. So cuando empezamos a analizar el tema más importante en la ciudad de Los Ángeles, de la indigencia, de las personas que viven en las calles sin techo, sabemos que los estudios, todos los reportes dicen que la causa número 1 es porque la gente no puede pagar su renta. Esa es la causa número 1. Y teníamos una fórmula de que no se había actualizado en 40 años. Yo tenía 2 años la última vez que esta fórmula se actualizó. Entonces teníamos que hacer algo, especialmente en los años donde la inflación está alta, tenemos que hacer algo. Entonces hoy, por la primera vez en mucho tiempo, en una generación, va a ser un mínimo de 1% y 4% máximo. Y por la primera vez en mucho tiempo hemos hecho algo significante e impactante para la clase trabajadora aquí en la ciudad de Los Ángeles. So, once again, I want to thank the mayor, thank Sage, and everyone who worked on this. It's a truly, really inspiring and joyful day. But I want to introduce someone who has been directly impacted by the increase of costs of housing here in the city of Los Angeles. And I want to invite member from Sage, Memphis Perez, to say a few words. Memphis?
Hi, everyone. My name is Memphis Perez. I'm with Sage. I hold different caps on LATU, Lincoln Heights Neighborhood Council. Lo voy a decir en español. Gracias a todos por tenerme aquí. Estoy con Sage, con la Unión de Inquilinos, con el Lincoln Heights Neighborhood Council. Y me da mucho gusto que hayan hecho esto, porque nosotros estamos allá en las líneas de enfrente luchando para que la gente se pueda quedar en su vivienda, y esto va a impactar mucho favorable para las personas mayores de edad que están viviendo de solo lo que les puede dar el gobierno o su retiro. Y nosotros queremos que si podemos lograr más para retener la gente de caer en la calle. Quiero darle las gracias a la alcaldesa, a Mayor Bass, por firmar esto, a los concejales que nos apoyaron por votar por la lucha, mirar que esto es algo que necesitamos mucho. Yo espero que mucha gente al empezar el año pueda mirar que va a haber ahorro de dinero y va a poder usar ese dinero para comida, y no va a tener que preocuparse por si Dios quiere podemos lograr más cosas. Quiero decir también que agradezco mucho el apoyo de los concejales y de la alcaldesa, y que podamos luchar más por los inquilinos que están muy vulnerables. Gracias.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pablo Estupiñan. I'm the Director of Organizing here at Sage, and I also am the Director of Keep LA Housed. Thank you all for being here. Today, we are taking a big step towards solving the housing crisis. By signing this update to a decades-old law, Mayor Bass is creating a more affordable Los Angeles for 1.5 million tenants here. We applaud her leadership as well as other council members who stepped up to the plate, including Councilmember Hugo Soto-Martínez, Nithya Raman, Ulysses Hernandez, Heather Hutt, and Isabel Jurado. Thank you all for your leadership in supporting this campaign. Right now, rent isn't affordable for too many Angelinos. We need to build more affordable housing, but building is just one part of the solution. Equally important is protecting the supply of housing we already have, and that means strengthening the laws that keep Angelinos housed, and we need to keep rent stable. For the past 5 years, the Keep LA Housed Coalition has campaigned to do just that by passing a tenant bill of rights that includes stronger protections from evictions and landlord harassment, more proactive building code enforcement, and a right to counsel for renters in eviction court. These programs, which are funded by Measure ULA, are some of the most powerful tools we have here in the city to fight homelessness. There are so many economic crises our communities are facing right now. The ongoing impact of wildfires, federal immigration raids, and budget cuts at the federal level, to just name a few. A fair LARSO formula will stabilize rent prices, protect economic vulnerable tenants, and ensure that displacement does not push more Angelinos into homelessness. This legislation helps secure an affordable Los Angeles for all, where working class people have abundant access to safe, affordable, and stable home, and where our neighbors are not forced to sleep on the street because the rent is too high. Thank you, Mayor Bass and council members, for protecting tenants. And thank you to the Keep LA House Coalition and SAGE members who work tirelessly to make this a reality. This is a great day for renters all across Los Angeles. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. Cuando luchamos, ganamos. Cuando luchamos, ganamos. Thank you all.